Good morning, children. Today I am going to another part of that is the continuation of a forest. I already started to you in the earlier class, that is about the Indian forest resources, and I told you the different types of forest. Okay, so today I am going to continue it. So first and foremost, I want to tell you the distribution of forest, how the forest is distributed. The total forest area of India was about how much, children? 7.74 lakh kilometers. So the total area of forest is how much? 7.74 lakh kilometers square. It accounted for about 23.6% of the total geographical area of the country. So how much it accounted for? 23.6% of the total geographical area of the country. This is much below the 33.3% recommended by the National Forest Policy Resolution of 1952. So, it is recommended by what? The forest, in India's forest, National Forest Policy Resolution of 1952. Even it is below the world's average, that is 29.5%. Forests in India are not evenly distributed. See, they are not evenly distributed, the forest in India. Why? Because nearly 60% of the forest area of the country is in the Himalayas and Peninsula Hills. So, how much is there in Himalayan Peninsula Hills? Only 60% of the forest, and the remaining 20% in the northern plains. Among the states of Madhya Pradesh has the largest area and the forest under forest, and Goa has the least in India. So in 20% among the states, I told you nearly 60% of the forest area are in of the country is in the Himalayas and the Peninsula Hills, and 20% is in the northern plains. Among the states, Madhya Pradesh has the largest area. So, MP Madhya Pradesh has the largest area of forest, and which has got the least forest area? Goa has the least in India. The next part I am going to go is conservation of forest. We have to conserve our forest. We must take care of the forest. How can we do it? Save the forest. Forests play an important role in the national economy of India. So, forest plays a very important role in the national economy of India. Unfortunately, the area under forest has been declining in recent years. But nowadays, the forests are declining. What is the reason behind it? The expansion of agricultural land, construction of roads and railways, irrigation project, industrialization, urbanization, overgrazing, forest fire, etc. are the main causes for the destruction for forest. Hence, the conservation of forest for the future generation is very essential. So, what are the reasons for the declining of forest, children? The first one is expansion of the agricultural land. Agricultural lands are expanding. Construction of roads and railways. Irrigation projects. Industrialization. Urbanization. Overgrazing. Forest fire, etc. are the main causes for the destruction for forest. Hence, the conservation of forest for the future generation is also very essential. The prevention of destruction. How we can prevent it? Exploitation of forest and its management is called that is conservation of forest. So the prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called. So what they are called? Destruction and exploitation. That is called conservation of forest. Next I am going to go is already measures for the conservation of forest in India. How we can conserve the forest in India? First and foremost, control of deforestation. So first is control of deforestation. Second is restriction on grazing. Third is control of forest fires. Fourth is prevention of encroachment on forest. Fifth is control of forest insects and diseases. Sixth is controlling illegal cutting of trees. Seventh is scientific cutting of trees. And the eighth is legislation to check deforestation. Ninth one, encourage afforestation. 10th is creating of awareness among the people about the importance of forest. So I'll repeat once again. The measures for the conservation of forest in India is control of deforestation, restriction on grazing, control of forest fire, prevention of encroachment on forest, control of forest insects and disease, controlling illegal cutting of trees, scientific cutting of trees, legislation to check deforestation, encourage afforestation, creating of awareness among the people about the importance of forest. So now next I'm going is the important one is the already I have shown you the map, children. It is about the wildlife. Yes, now the next topic I'm going to go is about the subtopic is wildlife, children. So map is already there. You can see the map. Wildlife sanctuary. So what is the short form of wildlife? Sanctuary, WLS. Okay, refers to a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. So wildlife sanctuary means what? It is a place for providing protection to wildlife. It is an area where killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited except under order of the competent authority. So it is an area what area it is? Where killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited, not allowed, except under the order of the competent authority. There are about 523 wildlife sanctuaries in India. So how many wildlife sanctuaries are there, children? 523 wildlife sanctuaries in India. The important wildlife sanctuaries are as follows. So what are they? The first one is Annamalaya and Madumalaya. So Annamalaya and Madumalaya, they are in Tamil Nadu state. Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri, BR Hills, they are in Karnataka. Periyar is in Kerala. Nagarjuna Sagar in Telangana. Bharatpur and Ranthambore in Rajasthan. Manas in Assam and Jaldapara in West Bengal. So these are the important wildlife sanctuaries. So the first one in Tamil Nadu, what are they? Called the wildlife sanctuaries Annamalaya and Madumalaya. Then next you have got is in Karnataka. So in Karnataka you have got in Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri and in Bihar Hills. The next state is Kerala. In Kerala it is called, the sanctuary is called as Periyar. The next is Telangana. In Telangana it is called as Nagarjuna Sagar. And the next one is Rajasthan. In Rajasthan you have got Bharatpur and Ranthambore. The next state is Assam, which is called as Manas, and the last one is West Bengal, etc. There is, so West Bengal is called as, in West Bengal, Jaldapara. So next I am going to go is national parks. What do you know about national parks? An extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife and forest for public recreation and scientific interest is called as national park. So what is national park, children? I'll repeat once again. It is an extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife and forest for public recreation and scientific interest is called national park. Forestry, grazing or agriculture activities are not allowed here. So what is not allowed in national park? Forestry, grazing or any agriculture activities. And there are totally how many national parks in India? There are 99 national parks in India. Some important national parks of India are Kaziranga, it's in Assam, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Corbett in Uttarakhand, Gir in Gujarat, Kanha in Madhya Pradesh, Bandipur, Bannerkatte and Nagarhole in Karnataka, Saritska in Rajasthan, Dudhwa in Uttar Pradesh, Tadoba in Maharashtra, etc. I'll repeat some of the important national parks of India. So in Assam state you have got Kaziranga, in West Bengal Sundarban, in Uttarakhand you have got Corbett, in Gujarat you have got Gir Forest, Gir Park, in Madhya Pradesh you have got Kanha, in Bandipur, Bannerkatte and Nagarhole, they all are in Karnataka. Sarikska is in Rajasthan, Dudhwa in Uttar Pradesh and Tadoba is in Maharashtra. So these are the national parks of India. So next I am going to go is biosphere. So can you see the map of biosphere, children? I have shown you the map of biosphere. That is the map of India. Okay, can you see it, children? So the places where you can see. Okay, so what is biosphere reserves? So this I want to tell you what you mean by biosphere reserves. Okay, some important national park. No, the biosphere. What is biosphere reserves? I'll give you the definition. The biosphere reserves are a special category of protected area of land or coastal environment. I'll repeat once again. Biosphere reserves are a special category of protected area of land or coastal environment. Here, people are an integral component of the system. The main objectives of biosphere reserves are conservation research, education and local environment. So the main objective of biosphere reserves are conservation research, education and local involvement. In India, there are 18 biosphere reserves have been identified. So there are 18 biosphere reserves which are identified in India. They are Nilgiri, Nanda Devi, Nokrek, Manas, Great Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Sundarbans, Simlipal, Kanchenjunga, Panchamari, Agastya Malaya, Dibru, Saikova, Dihang and Dibang area. I'll repeat again once again. In India, how many 18 biospheres are there? Their reserves have been identified as Nilgiri, Nanda Devi, Nokre, Manas, Great Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Sundarban, Simplipa, Kanchenjunga, Panchamari, Agastya Malaya, Dibru Saikova, Dihang and Dibang, etc. So this is the end of the chapter, children. So see the video, understand and also read the textbook at the same time. So this is the end of your lesson. Which lesson I've taught you now, children? So it is about the different types of forest. Unit 5, India Forest Resources. Okay, thank you, children.